Meantime, a new national poll shows Ben Carson is the leader across the nation. He is ahead of Trump. The NBC News Wall Street Journal survey was done both before and after last week's debate. It's the second poll in a week to show Ben Carson is on top. Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz are the only other candidates in double digits. Of course, it's worth keeping in mind it's now 90 days from the first presidential contest in Iowa. And at this point in the last election season, a businessman named Herman Cain and his 999 plan were ahead of Mitt Romney in the polls. Yes, Herman Cain of pizza. Although Cain's time at the top of the pack didn't last as long as Trump's. On the Democratic side 8 years ago, one poll had Hillary Clinton leading now President Obama by nearly 20 points. Carl Cameron's in D.C. There are other points of interest in this new poll. Carl, enlighten us.
Well, Donald Trump is 6 points behind Carson in that poll. Given the poll's margin of error, that makes them pretty close. Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz are virtually tied for third. And not good news for Jeb Bush. He's actually in single digits at 8. The rest of the entire field is less than 3%. Here's a key indicator. Long-time viability in the race is often dependent on likability, favorability versus unfavorability, and the ratio. Carson's near 60% with a net positive. That's twice as popular as Marco Rubio, who's second. You see Trump there third. At the other end of the spectrum, Jeb Bush. He has a net negative of 7, meaning more people see him unfavorably than favorably. Today, Trump unveiled his book, Crippled America, and used his news conference to blast at both Rubio and Carson. Watch.
Look at Marco Rubio, very, very weak on illegal immigration. You look at Ben, he's very weak on immigration and wants to get rid of Medicare. I mean, Ben wants to get rid of Medicare. You can't get rid of Medicare. So when a man is weak on immigration and wants to get rid of Medicare, I don't know how he stays there.
That is Donald Trump going after the two men he obviously sees as the biggest threats to his candidacy. Jeb Bush is on day 2 of his Jeb Can Fix It reboot tour in South Carolina today. He's pretty much made it clear he will no longer stoop, in his view, to Trump's level, but will be making the changes he thinks will not only fix his lagging campaign, but fix the country. The comms director tweeted yesterday an FYI to the press saying, Jeb's going to have a few weeks of bad polls. Comebacks take time. We recognize and are prepared for that, Shep. So quite a difference of approaches when you look at what Jeb Bush and Donald Trump and Ben Carson are facing.
Definitely different approaches. Carl, nice to see you. Thank you.